Do you find it difficult to figure out your career path? Do you struggle to build meaningful relationships? Has it been really hard for you to maintain self-discipline? Ever wonder what is your life purpose? Have you ever felt desperate just to think about your dream life, which deeply in you feel is so far away? You're not alone. I have struggled with all those, and many people are still struggling with them. In this video, I'm going to share 7 questions to ask yourself daily so that you can become a happy, healthy millionaire, just like the first question to ask: what is the goal to achieve today? This is a very simple question and should be asked at the beginning of every day. It's very critical to have an idea what is the most important thing today or what you want to do the most today. Not only to know that is important, but also remind yourself that it's very important. With a stronger memory of this task or goal that you want to finish, there is a better chance that you're going to remind yourself later in the day as well to finish it. You will have a strong execution to actually do it and finish it by today. Asking this question does not guarantee that you will do it, but it does strengthen your will to do it. So the chance that you will do it and finish it is higher. In my experience, I ask myself this question every day. It really takes less than 2 minutes to figure out the answer. I usually write it down, but it's another reminder about this daily goal I want to achieve. In the same way, it makes it more likely that I'm going to do it today. The second question: why not? This is one of my favorite questions to ask myself all the time. Whenever I caught myself telling me not to do something, I will ask this question: why not? Funny enough, in most of these cases, there's no real reason why not to do it. For example, I give myself this excuse that I'm going to do it later. Now I have built this mental habit that often when I say I'll do it later, then I immediately ask myself, why not now? Almost 100% chance that I could not find out a reason why not to do it now. What's the result? I usually do it now. That's how powerful it is. And we all know that we naturally have resistance to do productive work. We have this tendency to be lazy. So we humans naturally generate narratives and excuses not to do something which actually we really want and enjoy. So this question serves as a very powerful tool to deal with these very frequent daily situations. Another good example applying why not. Once I wanted to write a cold email to someone who has the information I want. This person has higher social status and has much more social resource than I did. Naturally, I felt nervous, cared about how this person is going to look at my email and how this person is going to respond to my email. Because of the pressure, the brain started to generate all kinds of excuses not to do it. For example, I started to judge my words heavily and saying this is not good enough. And also, I care so much about what word to use and how I should organize my emails so that I can most impress this person. The fact is, there is no perfect solution. Also, I wanted to apply some humor in it. The brain gives me so much excuse not to do the humor thing, not to take the risk. Rationally, even we know considering the risk, the reward of having humor in an email is so high. At this moment, I asked myself, why not? You know what happened in the end? I sent a very bold, quirky, and funny email to this person. I've got a really ideal response from this person. In general, I think why not is such a good question to ask ourselves every day, which help us to be aware of our own self-deceptions and excuses the brain gives us all the time, preventing us taking actions and becoming a better person. Question number 3. Is that true? We should always ask ourselves this question when we have reasons to justify our behavior or choices. For example, I was talking to a friend yesterday. She's sharing her problem and struggles about choosing the right career path. She told me that she's not very happy with her current career path. She does not know what she wants to do. And then I asked her, do you really don't know what you want to do? She thought about that. I asked her another question. What is your passion? She said she doesn't know. Is that true? She stopped for a couple seconds. Then she gave me 3 passions and I tell her, there you go, that's a possible career path you can choose. Then she said, there is no way she can work in those directions. I asked again, is that true? She thought for another couple seconds. Then she gave me quite a few possible career opportunities that's associated with the passions she listed. That's a very good example and a reminder to me that a lot of times we justify our behavior and choices by giving all kinds of reasons. In those situations, we should really think about it and ask us, is that true? This question also helps us identify our victim mindset. For example, let's say whenever there is a bad results happened, there is a very common pattern that we blame other people and took ourselves out of the cause of the situation. When we are feeling resentment towards others, we blame them, caused the unwanted situation. We can always ask ourselves, is that true? Is that the true reason this unideal situation happened? We can start from there and identify what are the other factors which caused this unwanted results. Very often we realize our own mistakes. Since mistakes are the best nutrition for self-growth, it's very valuable to identify our mistakes. So question your reasons. Is that true? Question number 4. What is the long-term outcome of doing this? This is a fantastic question that we can ask ourselves all the time before making a choice or during the process of doing. We all make tens of thousands of choices on a daily basis. For example, I'm trying to choose what I want to do in the next 1 hour. Here are my choices. I can play video games, I can rest, I can watch some YouTube videos, or I can read some books, or I can spend some time studying how to make videos. Before I make the decision, I can ask myself, what is the outcome in the long term? Let's do this exercise. The long-term outcome of playing video games is... Playing video games has nothing to do with my self-growth and my career. The time I spend on video games is not productive. Also, playing video games is a highly engaging process which consumes a lot of my energy. After playing the games, I will definitely feel tired and I will have less energy to do what really matters to me. What about the other choices? What's the long-term outcome of reading books? Or let's say study? Well, this question is a no-brainer. Studying is the best self-investment. The long-term outcome of study is that I have more knowledge, my understanding of the world will become better. The more information I know, the better decision I can make. So the long-term outcome is I become a better person. I become more capable to do whatever I want to do. I guess the long-term outcome of study is better than playing video games. Then, as a reasonable person, I guess I would choose to study instead of playing video games for the next 1 hour. Question 5 and question 6 is a combo. Question 5 is, what do they want? And question 6 is, what can I offer? This set of questions itself is a very fundamental and useful model in day-to-day communications. Every decision made by people are driven by incentives. If we really want to understand how to engage a person, we have to understand what they need, what they want, and what they desire. For example, if I own a business, I want to make decisions of how my product will look like. I have to understand what the client wants. Another example, building relationship with someone. The time and effort, energy, and emotion people spend in relationships, in return, they would like to get something out of it. Either fun time, useful information, or social resource. By understanding what the other person wants, we can have a good idea of what kind of a relationship we can build with this person and how we can engage in a conversation with them. Not only asking ourselves what do they want will help us make better product decisions, build better relationships, but also always ask this question, increase our empathy, which is a very important inner capability to be a very efficient person. After we know what do they want, the next question to ask ourselves is, what can I offer? This question requires a lot of self-awareness, and also this question gives us motivation to become a better person. Carefully scrutinize our achievements and our capabilities as proof. We understand that what we have, what we can offer on the table, and what people can benefit from us. Have a clear understanding of that. First of all, make us very clear and confident about our value. We can clearly communicate our value to the people. And also, on the other hand, we are very clear that in which part we would like ourselves to grow the value. For example, for me, I found out that self-esteem and communication skills both are very important, valuable assets that one can have. And I actually would like to have much more on these two parts. After knowing that, I spent a lot of time searching information and study how to improve in my self-esteem and in my communication skills. Not only study, but I also think about it and I practice it. I got better in terms of that. And also, I'm getting better and better external results. I'm building more relationships. I'm having a growing social network and I feel happier. Number 7, the final question. This question is very strong and I invite you to ask yourself every day. Here's the question. Between now and my death, what do I want to achieve? Death is the concept that we overlook too much. However, this is the most universal end of every human being. We all will die. By understanding the absolute death, we will understand that life is limited and we have limited time. Regarding time as the most important resource one can have, this resource is not going to grow. It's only going to be spent every day, every hour, and every second. Now, understanding that you will die one day, what do you want to achieve before then? There actually is an urgency to achieve our goals before our death. What is your goal? What is your dream life? Now you know that you will die one day. You do not have infinite life. What do you really want to achieve? What would make you regret so much when you are so old, when you are dying in the bed, when you are thinking about your life in the last couple hours in your life? Then those will be your answers to this question. What do I want to achieve between now and death? Between right now. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the moment that you are watching me talking about this. Between this moment and your death, that's the time left for you. What do you want to achieve? And that is a very meaningful and powerful question to always ask us every day. In my case, whenever I ask myself this question, I immediately know that what is my priority, and I have so much motivation to dive into the task immediately. So try it. I think it will help you tremendously. By asking myself these 7 questions on a daily basis, I have achieved a very joyful result. And that is the main reason why I want to share them with you in today's video. I would like to invite you to take actions, to write them down, put it somewhere that you can see every day, and start to ask yourself these questions every day. If you haven't done that, don't worry. I'll list all the questions at the end of the video. Every morning when I woke up, I have a morning routine that implements many of the questions I talked about today, which helps me a lot to bring in a clear mindset for the day. So far, it has been working so well. Not only it helps me become much more productive and motivated at the beginning of the day, they also served as a journal that records every day of my life. I sometimes read my writings from this morning routine and got a lot of inspiration about what I could have done better and what I achieved. The feeling is a lot of inspiration and a lot of the self-esteem. Please let me know if you're interested in my morning routine. I'll consider making a video specific to introduce that. Here comes the end of the video. I sincerely hope the contents can help you have a better life and become a person that you can like more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.